Namaskar. My name is Jayant Kumar Singh. I'm a faculty in the Department of Chemical Engineering and also adjunct faculty in the Department of Sustainable Energy Engineering at IIT Kanpur. This demo or video is all about a product. We call it Bhu Parikshak, which is a smart portable device for soil sensor. Major issue in the current sensing of the soil, which is relevant for Indian agriculture industry, is the consumption of the fertilizers and more importantly identification of the soil properties so that suitable fertilizer can be identified, and that too in a very short time. Currently the challenge is to assess the properties of the soil, whether it's a macronutrients or micronutrients, within very short time. More importantly, the farmers are not doesn't have the access to the labs, and thus it takes enormous time for them to sense the soil, and thus they use most of the time approximate means of identification of the right kind of a fertilizer. Given that the productivity is extremely low as opposed to, for example, our Asian countries such as China, wherein the fertilizer consumption is less and the yield is much higher. So this is the major problem. Problem is simply to identify the soil properties in an instantaneous fashion, and that to multiple parameters, and that too in easy access, so that farmers can have the information right on their hands to take a decision appropriately as far as the fertilizer choices are concerned. So this brings out to the major challenge. What kind of product would be valuable, which doesn't need to have chemicals? The current standard gold methods for identification of soil property requires chemicals all the time, and that too it requires time for many of those soil. It may take 1 day or 2 days for that. So what we need to do is to come up with a product which is a handheld, such that anyone can take it to the land location or the farm, and as well as it should be chemical free, so that it does not yield any environmental damage for that. And more importantly, the result should come within many minutes or seconds, and that too it should provide information such as recommendation to the fertilizer. So given this need and the desire of the product, we have come up with a product which we call it Bhu Parikshak, which addresses all of these challenges and fill up the gap which is necessary for expediting the soil property estimation, leading to the solution, particularly at the doorstep of farmers. So this is the product. We call it Bhu Parikshak. Is an IoT-based smart handheld, lightweight, cost-effective, chemical-free portable soil testing device. It can simultaneously determine multiple parameters such as NPK, organic carbon, accessible cation, as one of those 6-7 parameters. More importantly, this is portable. It can be carried forward. It is very lightweight and extremely cheap, and this is currently being patented as well with the application which is given here. The mode of operation is very straightforward. It has 2 units. One which is a optical unit which has all the electronics as a part of it. We call it upper section, and the other one is a soil container wherein the soil which is taken from the farm after crushing and screening is being used to put it in this soil container, and it is connected to the application which is Android based application, is connected through Bluetooth, wherein the scan can be recorded, and subsequently it has a connectivity with the cloud server where all this information are stored. So essentially, once the scan is done, it can give you the information as shown here. Simple demonstration can be done. So first we'll be conducting a calibration of the device. Once the calibration is done, we'll take out the lower part of the device and we'll put 2 spoons of sand from the container. And subsequently, we'll now scan the soil properties, as it can be seen here. It takes less than a minute to get the information. Now what you see on the screen of the mobile is simple information, which are N, nitrogen, organic carbon, clay, potassium, phosphorus and cation exchange. You see the values also in the third column, and there is a range associated with each of the nutrients here. Subsequently, you can also look at what kind of recommendation you can give depending on the crop. You can choose one of the crop which you would like to use, such as wheat, potato and so forth, and you can get the right kind of fertilizer based on ICR norms. Now this information is also available on the cloud. As you can see that the data which has been recorded is highlighted on the map, and these informations are also recorded, as you can see on the table. So later on, this information can be used to not only analyze the changes in the soil properties over time, but as well as come up with the right kind of a policy which can promote the growth of the agriculture and would be useful for the farmers. Now this information, as I said, is very accurate, quick, and this has been compared with the gold standard. It ranges from 80% on an average for different components. So the current technology is pretty much ready. It has been tested across various regions, from UP to Bihar to Uttarakhand to Karnataka, and many companies we have talked about are in advanced discussion to take this technology to the market. The impact of this device is enormous. One of the key aspects which we emphasize is that it's a chemical free. Usually all the gold standard or what is available in the market requires continuous use of the chemicals which are very harmful chemicals for the soil and environment. This particular device does not use any. So the use of AI and machine learning makes this device extremely powerful, and that can be transcend from one region to another region and create a bigger impact for the lifestyle of the farmers as well as health of the soil. The market is enormous, from the government soil testing to Gram Panchayat, and there are indirect and business partners possibility. Their customer base is enormous. We have looked into the addressable market. It is something which this device may have and will have significant impact to take it to the market and create an impact in the market as well. Based on the tentative analysis, there is a significant possibility of growth based on the addressable market which is listed here, though this is just a preliminary estimate, but the impact could be much larger. I hope that you like the product, and we believe strongly that such a sustainable way of assessing the property can have a serious impact in the growth and sustainable agriculture. Thank you very much.